Turning on late.
It's on.
Oh,
Is he doing anything?
Yeah.
How's the surgery go? Who's doctor been? Ron Davis. You don't live in the street, have you?
John's son.
Oh, you got this shit? I did already. There you go, dear.
I ain't gonna do that, but wasting money.
I'd like to welcome each of you tonight to our annual spring sports banquet. At this time, I'd like to ask our club chaplain, Bob Royals, if he would give our invocation.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity of gathering together in thy name to honor the youth of our community. We ask you to bless them and help them as they go on into their chosen professions or careers. We ask you to bless those who cannot be with us this evening. We ask a special blessing on one whose spirit is here with us tonight, but who had to remain away because of illness. I know that Coach Littlepage would have loved to have been here. We ask you to take him in the palm of your hand and mend him so that he can be back with us as quickly as possible. We also ask you, Lord, to bless those who have prepared this food and the food to the nourishment of our bodies. All of this we ask in Jesus' name and for his sake. Amen.
Next to him is the new or soon-to-be superintendent of Hopewell Schools, Dr. Steve Ballou. so graciously filling in for Coach Littleface tonight.
Hey.
Thank you. Next is a real sweet little lady we just met tonight. She's from the Hopewell News, and her name is Santa Ford. To my immediate right is Club Chaplain Bob Broad. Next is Larry Hodson. He's the vice president of the club and a co-chairman of the sports banquet. My name is Paul Hampton, and I'm president of Hopewell Officers. We also have a real special guest in the audience tonight. He usually always at our sports banquets, and that's Jimmy Covington. At this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Blue if he would come and say a few words.
Thank you so much, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, just for a few seconds, of course, I'd like to thank the Optimists for putting on this kind of event. Athletics has always been very important to me. Academics is very important because we learn about ourselves. We learn what we can do. We learn how we can succeed. Athletics can be a universal language. You will find out that people all over the world respect and appreciate and learn about other cultures through athletics. I'd like to share one story with you. In the late 70s, early 80s, of course, the Russian athletes were dominating a lot in the Olympics. Our Olympic coaches, they went to the Russians and they said, "How are you doing this? Why are your athletes so dominant? Why are you winning all of the events?" The Russian coach said, "Simple. It's a matter of practice philosophy." And so the American coaches said, "Practice philosophy. We practice with realistic situations. Our sprinters actually get down in the box and they leave to the sound of a gun." And the Russian coach just smiled. He said, "That's the difference. You fire in the air. We fire at your backs." Two of those in one evening. We're really very proud of you, though. We're very proud of two. We're very proud of how you're learning to behave, because as an athlete, you learn responsibility. You learn a lot of values of life. You learn how to conduct yourself on the field and off the field. We're very proud of your behavior as an athlete. We're also very proud of your behavior as you represent Hopewell High School and, of course, our city. We're looking forward to the future, and I'm certainly looking forward to being your biggest fan, besides your coaches and, of course, the Optimist Club. I'd like to thank you all for having us, and I want you to know that I'm very proud of you and, of course, very proud to be a part of the Hopewell school system.
Thank you, Dr. Blue. You come back up, please. Since this is the first time you've been in the club, we have an Optimist Creed, which we're very proud. Hopefully you just made that on your desk or somewhere. And also I have a club pin.
Thank you so much.
This time I'd like to ask Larry Hodson if he will come forward to give two special awards.
Sergeant Williams of the United States Army was supposed to do the presenting these awards. The awards are the Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Awards. Seems as though a general flew into Fort Lee sometime this afternoon and called a meeting for 8 o'clock this evening. if you've ever been in the Army and the General calls a meeting, believe me, you go to the meeting. These awards, the female girl winner is a senior, has a grade point average of 2.0, participated in basketball, softball, was an all-conference athlete, member of the Spanish Club, the Monogram Club, and has 5 perfect attendance certificates. The winner is Miss Tanya Connors. United States Army Reserve Honors, Tanya Connors, Hopewell High School, May 26, 1988, for academic and athletic excellence. The male winner, also a senior, grade point average of 2.87, has participated in football, wrestling, football team best GPA, Key Club, Monogram Club, Student Government Representative, Virginia Industrial Cooperative Association. The winner is Joey Scarborough. This also says United States Army Reserve Honors, Joey Scarborough, Hopewell High School, May 26, 1988, for academic and athletic excellence. Congratulations.
This time, I'd like to reintroduce Coach Parker, if he will come forward and present his program.
I don't have any jokes for you, so we're going to make this pretty short and get it to the point. Tonight is our annual spring sports banquet, where we honor not just the spring sports, but also the winter sports. And we're going to start off with the winter sports presenting their trophies. First off, we're going to have Coach Carmel Draper present the most valuable basketball trophy.
On behalf of the basketball team and Coach Bill Littlepage and myself, I'd like to thank first of all the Optimists for having the banquet for us and for the rest of the athletics. Secondly, as you may recall, Hopewell High School basketball, its record was perhaps not as good as it has been in the past, but one thing about Hopewell High School basketball, and that is Hopewell High School basketball team is a winner. And that's because every individual player is a winner for Hopewell High School basketball and Hopewell High School sports. For the Most Valuable Player Award, this award goes to a young man who I've just met this year. This is my first year coaching Hopewell High School basketball. And on behalf of Bill Littlepage, I know he wishes he could be here to present this award to the senior captain of the basketball team and our most valuable player, and that's Keith Hill.
Next on our agenda will be Coach Ray Ward of the wrestling team.
We finished the regular season 5-0 in the district, 9-4 overall. We won the Louise Invitational. We won the Hopewell Christmas Tournament. We won the district tournament. We placed 4th in the region, the highest any team from Hopewell has placed. We set a number of records, most pins in a year, most takedowns in a year, and so on. It's a super group of young men I worked with. Thank the Lord, we have a lot of them coming back. We'll look for big things again next year. Starting with the trophies, most pins, we had a tie. It was 14 pins, 2 young men. One's a senior, one's a junior. The senior's not here tonight, it was a branch. The other young man had 14 pins also, that's Chris Christian. Our fastest spin of the year was 18 seconds. That also went to Lorenzo Branch. Third straight year he's won the fastest spin trophy. Next trophy is for most takedowns. All right, he had 39. Young man had 39 takedowns. Second on the all-time list in the season. Again, that's Chris Christian. Our most improved goes to a young man that did not make the starting lineup last year until about the last 2 or 3 meets. He made it to the district tournament, placed 4th. This year, he ended up the season, 16 wins, 5 losses. He was the Louisiana tournament champion. He was the district champion. He was 2nd in the region. That goes to Larry Allison. Our most valuable rough this year goes to a senior. He was 20 and 5. He was 1st in the Louisiana tournament, 1st in the Christmas tournament, 1st in the district, also voted outstanding rough of the tournament, and was 2nd in the region. That goes to Lorenzo Branch. An athlete visit to the Hopewell Optimist Club. Over the years, the Optimist Club has supported wrestling. They support us. They give us a pig out in the season. Kids losing weight all year. They buy us pizza, and we come down here and have a big pizza party. They also underwrite our youth tournament. Some of these young men are wrestling up now. Wrestled back when they were in elementary school. And I'd like to present this to Mr. Hamby and the Optimist Club. Presented to the Hopewell Optimist Club in appreciation for support of the wrestling program from Hopewell High School, wrestling team 1988. Thank you.
Coach Allen Hoover's going to present his trophy first. I can't say a whole lot about the indoor track team because I did not keep up with it at all. I do know that we lost a really good coach when he moved, and that's Coach West. We've already, in the outdoor track, we've already felt his absence because the hurdlers that he trained, we always got the benefits from come outdoor season. And now that he's not here, we're soon going to be without any hurdlers in Hopewell because nobody else knows how to coach them. But anyway, there are 3 awards here for indoor track. Oh, by the way, Coach Royce Hart took over for Les West, and he did a fine job also, but I don't think he was there too long. I didn't want to admit that. There are 3 awards for indoor track. One goes to the Ironman Award, and I think this is Coach West's award that went to people that really just did everything that they were asked and probably more. Just jumped into anything, did the best they could, and came out a winner most of the time. And this goes to Alvy Bouchard. MVP of the ladies indoor team. And I can see why this individual won this award. This is all the ladies that I have seen come through Hopewell High School in any sports. I've never seen one that's got more talent in track. This young lady won the MVP award for indoor track, Mel Golson. All right, and this is the third and last award for indoor track. It goes to the MVP for the boys team. And this also goes to a very deserving individual. He's only a 10th grader. I thought he was an 11th grader, but he's not. It goes to just a fantastic distance runner, Matt High.
Last year I took over the tennis team. 4 of our first 6 players were seniors, so coaches hate that dreaded R word, which is rebuilding. But we had a bunch of kids that stepped in real well for us this year, and we won 8 tennis matches and only lost 4. I would like to thank a senior co-captain, and that's Mark Altman. Leadership on the court, leadership off the court. You know, as far as a coach is concerned, I don't have enough to say. He's been around Hopewell tennis a long time, and we'll certainly miss him next year. As far as the trophy awards, it's kind of a rare occasion. This Rookie of the Year award is the award coaches love the most. You know, that's the kid that comes out there and shows the greatest promise. This year, our Rookie of the Year happened to be our most valuable player. Had a 9-2 singles record and led his doubles team to an 8-4 record. I don't know what to say. He just had a great season. Helps us out all the way. Solid win. I would like to thank the Optimist, as always, for this great opportunity. And we had 2 real good managers this year, one of which is not here and one is. I sure would like to thank Susan Stallings for all the help she gave us. Thank you very much.
Every year that I've come up here to present these awards, I've dealt with the girls' team first to get them out of the way because their record wasn't worth talking about. This year, I'll do the boys' team because their record wasn't real good. And I'll say the girls' team, we'll talk about them in a second. We were very close to having a good season. 4-2, we ended up 2-4. It was just about a brand new team from many aspects. We had the distance crew back, and that's just about all that we had that returned to the track team. It was very difficult to replace some of those that graduated or did not return. There were some high points in the season, and the first award I would like to give to one of those high points, and that is it's the most promising award for the boys team. This is for somebody that hadn't run track before. That excellent distance runner and just as much talent as any distance runner I've ever seen in the 9th grade, Coach Webb. This goes to Demond James. The MVP for the boys team for the field events. This is the 3rd year in a row it's gone to a thrower. The throwers mainly have to teach themselves. It's a very tedious thing. It's a very highly skilled. Both of those events are very high skill events. I always used to look at shot put and discus throwers and think that's just a big old strong hook. That's all it takes, and that's not the truth. In fact, you can be a wimpy little fellow and throw the discus pretty well if you'll practice. The winner of this award threw the 2nd best discus distance ever
history, and that comes from the old timers. They told me the same thing. He's about a foot off the all-time school record that was set in 1964 by Butch Altman. Winner of this is Robert Scott. And this goes to somebody that does the running events well. If they score consistently, they come to practice, they do whatever's asked in practice. They show improvement. The winner of this award set 2 school records in the same meet. In the 1600, which is the mile, it used to be called the mile, and then later on in the 2-mile run, which is now called the 3200, they set both records the same meet. And this person is also going to the state track championship. Sophomore, Matt High. MVP field. First of all, I just want to say that the ladies track team had a really good season. And probably, since every one of them returns next year, if they care to compete, not one of them graduates, we will be in the running for a district championship for the ladies track team next year. There's some 8th grade girls coming up that I understand can outrun our juniors that are on this team. So they will be pushed in practice, I'm sure. They set many school records. The school records that I can remember that they set were in the 3200 run. That was set by Evelyn Cruz, who's a freshman. Manel Golson set the triple jump record by about 3 feet with a jump of 36 feet. The ladies 4x100 team set a school record a couple of different times. That was made up of Maureen Sykes, Shelley Jones, Manel Golson, and Doreen Lucas. The 4x400 team also set some school records, and that was Manel Golson, Shelley Jones, Maureen Sykes, and Lynette Crenshaw. I don't think there were any other school records, were there? But anyway, we got 2 wins this year. That would make the school record. 400. There was 4. Manel Golson set the 400 meter record also. All right, so the prospects look good for that. And the 2 awards, MVP track and MVP field. This one is for MVP track. And this individual can probably just stay up here for both these. The MVP field award and track award both go to Manel Golson. Our soccer coach, Coach Brian O'Neill.
I'd also like to thank the Optimist Club for tonight's dinner. The soccer team has 4 awards tonight. First award goes to a player who did not make it here tonight. Our super goalkeeper, David Weaver, is our most aggressive player. We also have an academic athlete on the soccer team. I understand it's a 3.65 average. Lam Nguyen. Our next trophy goes to our most improved player. At the beginning of the year, he was sitting on the bench. 3 games into the season, I needed a fullback. He was there, filled in, played fantastic, and this award goes to Jamie Dunn. We have our most valuable player award. I've been around soccer for many years, and my philosophy is to control the middle of the field. If you don't control the center of the field, you're going to lose one way or the other, either giving up points or not scoring enough up front. And this award goes to T.J. Shepardson. hopefully next year we're going to make it to the regionals and even further. We had a lot of support this year for the boys team, and maybe the girls could get something started out here next year. Maybe somebody might be interested in coaching the girls team. Thank you.
Up next, our softball coach, Coach Mary Trent.
Thank you, Optimist Club, for having us here tonight. It's always a pleasure to be here with the students that I see every day in school. And it's nice to spend 24 hours a day with people I see. We had a very exciting softball season this year. I had a very young team, eager to learn. They were very dedicated, and we've learned a lot through the season about each other and also about softball and respect for each other. I had 3 seniors this year. One, Tanya Conyers, who could not be here tonight. She's given a lot to the high school with basketball and also softball through her high school years. Wendy Burnham also could not be here tonight. This was her 2nd year in playing softball, and she's also given a lot to the team. Mary Coyle is another senior that we'll be losing, and this was her 1st year at Hopewell High School, and I really enjoyed working with Mary. She's a very coachable girl, and she's given a lot to the team. Another young lady who I'd like to mention is Amy Odell. She's been a trainer for our girls teams and helping the boys teams through the years, and she has given a lot of her time with us through practice and game sessions, and I really do appreciate her time and effort with us. Our record this year, we ended up 7-7 overall, and we were 6-6 in the district. One win, which I was especially proud of, was against Meadowbrook, who ended up winning the Dominion District title. We played them in 1 week, and we lost 13-1. The following week, we turned around and beat them 3-2, and I think that was a tremendous win on our part. That was very exciting, and plus the fact that they won their district. We came in 5th place this year, which is probably not the best the Hopewell High School softball team has done. But again, we had young players, and we have high hopes for next year. One young lady that came out this year for the first time, and the first day of practice, I wondered, why is she out here for softball? And at the end of the season, she was in a starting position, and she came a tremendous way, and that proved that she was dedicated and gave a lot to the game and worked very hard. And I'd like to give this Most Improved Award to Toy Jefferson. Difficult decision because I had 4 young ladies, which really kept our team together, and it was a very hard decision for me to make. I have a senior who is not here tonight because of her work obligations, but I'm giving a co-most valuable player, and the first award goes to Tanya Conyers. Another young lady, which is the 2nd award for co-most valuable. Words cannot describe this young lady. And you know, she probably had, I did not keep stats on this, but she probably had the most stolen bases in our district. She's very energetic, sometimes too energetic, and very outspoken. She has given a lot to the team, and she definitely is very dedicated and also very energetic and very sports-minded. This young lady is Angela Thomas.
On the last of the program, but not least, is myself. First off, I do want to thank the Optimist Club. They've been doing this for years and years. And I want to give you a story how they got started. Actually, the Optimist Club got started with the baseball team. It ended up being a spring sport thing. Back in 77 or 76, I forget what year, I asked them if they would do a baseball banquet, and they said, sure, why not? And we never had one in baseball. And they had a seafood feast. I think our kids went back to school and said how great it was. Next thing I knew, the next year was a spring sports banquet. They've been doing it ever since. But they do a bang-up job, a great job. They do a whole lot for the youth of Hopewell, which I appreciate. I know the coaches do. They just do a fantastic fantastic job. Now let me get to my awards in baseball. This year, we were 9-7. And folks, believe me, that was a great 9-7 because at one time in the year we were 3-7. 3-7 during the season. We won our last 6 ball games to capture second place, to be second seed in our tournament. Of course, our fortunes didn't go too well in the Central District tournament. We played well. I thought, to win, but Mother Nature finds other ways to do things, and of course, Dinwiddie came out on top. I honestly do believe, I think we did have the best baseball team in the district. It just didn't fall our way. And let me get to our trophies here. First off, most RBIs. We had 3 guys fighting out in this category, 3 seniors, our 3 co-captains, but it ended up 23 RBIs, Danny East. Our most improved this year goes also to a senior. Start off the year, he was sharing, platooning a position. He never gave up on that position. He sat on the bench the first 3 ball games, and he got the pinch hit occasionally here or do that, but never complained, never said a thing to me. He worked hard. He won his job back and hit over 300 as the year ended up. And that's Scott Martin. He's not here tonight. Most wins, this also goes to a senior. He's been with me 2 years. Last year, he was 8-1. This year, he had only 4 wins, but they were 4 very impressive wins, and he lost some very close ball games. Most wins goes to Rico Johnson. Best batting average. This year goes to a senior. He, in 17 ball games we played, it's his first time in my 13 years of coaching baseball at Hopewell High School that I ever had a player that got a hit in each and every ball game we played in. And that's a feat in itself right there. He ended up hitting, during the regular season, 500. It slipped a notch a little bit during the playoffs. He was only 1 for 3. Batting .491, Danny East. Next award is what I call a 110% award. This also goes to a senior. This young man always was at practice, always at a game, never complained, do anything in the world I asked him to do, and it was always, all right, coach, all right, coach. I think the guys know who I'm talking about. I nicknamed him Gomer during practice because he's sort of a snapper stuff. But always a gentleman in every respect and gave you all he had. 110% award goes to Reggie Austin. My next award was also a very tough decision for me to make. I went to my assistant coach, Coach Kitchen, who's in the hospital with a bad back right now, doing as well as expected. But I asked him, who would he pick? He said, Coach, that's too tough for me to pick. I don't want to even be associated with it. It's just too hard. And it was very hard. I even went to our AD and said, help me out here. This is before he got sick. Coach Lopez, he said, Coach, you got to make that yourself. And it was tough. But I felt we had 3 very deserving candidates for this award. They were my 3 co-captains. They did everything in the world was asked of them. They led our team back with those 6 great wins to get us in position to win a district tournament. One of them, matter of fact, I did go all 3. One of them had 23 stolen bases, right, Buffy? Out of 24, something like that. I think in 2 years, or 3 years, he stole almost 75 bases, thrown out twice. He batted over 360. Of course, this year, he came up with the big RBIs. He got into the RBI category at the end of the year. I almost took it from Danny East. He just had a great end of the year season. One of these awards goes to Buffy Holloway. The other one, I mentioned him a couple times already. He led almost every category we had this year: batting, RBIs, doubles, you name it. Another player we're surely going to miss, Danny East. And our third co-captain, and not least by any means, last year was close to being all-region. He had an 81 record this year. He had 4 wins, 4 sleds in that category. He also had over 360 and had 18 RBIs at the end of the season. It just hung right in there. Another one of our leaders and most valuable, Rico Johnson. We do have one other special award that's going to be given out. I like to call it Tiffany Bird. If she would come up, please.
Well, me being a junior in high school and running track for 8 years, I have never had 3 coaches that worked you so hard in your life. Coach Hoover, he's retiring. He's leaving track. Coach Hart's leaving track. And Coach Harris is leaving track this year. So I have to start all over with new coaches next year, which is going to be very depressing to get into the swing of things. So I took and went out and I decided to give Coach Hart, Coach Hoover, and Coach Harris a present for saying thanks for all you've done for me in the past 3 years. Here you go, Coach Hoover.
Presenting that award to Coach Hoover. At this time, the awards banquet is not over. We do have some other trophies to give out. The Optimus President's Award. So this time I'm going to turn my part of the program over back to, I guess, Larry Hodson, as a program director here, to give out those awards. Again, thank the Optimus Club. All of you thank them for all the things they have done for us in the fine movie tonight. Thank you all.
We'd like to thank you for stepping in and doing such a great job. At this time, Larry, with his help, I would like to present these President's Awards. Stand up front. Give a little time for the chief to get his camera right. Next will be basketball, Keith Hill. Next is cheerleaders, Michelle Snyder. Not here. Next is indoor track, Raymond Hedrick. Next is softball, Wendy Burns. Marlboro. Soccer, Tom Grunwell. Next is girls track, Murray K. McFain. I'd like to congratulate each of you athletes on a great job. The ones that won trophies, the ones that didn't. You made the ones that did win trophies, somebody had to help them win them. So we're proud of all of you, and congratulations. I'd like to thank Joe Tate and Larry Hodson for being in charge of this banquet. They did a lot of hard work, and thanks a lot. Joe can't be here tonight, he had to work. I'd like to thank Hopewell News, and again, I'd like to thank Marshall for a job well done. This has kind of been a day for the Optimist Club to receive plaques also. This was the second one we got a while ago from a wrestling team. Bill Holland, Rod Burry and myself today attended the DARE graduation at Carter G. Woods, and they presented us with a beautiful plaque for helping them with that program, and we appreciated that a lot also. I'd also like to say welcome back to a charter member who's been on the sick list, but he's back with us tonight. That's John Royster. Glad to have you, John. That concludes our program. If you would, please stand, and you'll find the little card beside on your table, and that's beside the office.